Hello everybody, look at this beautiful house. This one is sitting on 5 acres of land for $107,000 in Alabama. And the seller is going to help with the buyer's closing costs up to 3%. Welcome to How Much House for the Money, everybody. We're looking at 2 more properties along with that one today in this episode. So I hope your cup is full of happiness and you're ready to venture on. So we're going to be looking at this one here. This one's $59,000 and it's sitting on 2 acres of land. And the house was built in 1991. So let's check it out. $59,000. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom with 880 square feet sitting on 2 acres of land. And we have to remember, we're getting a house, we're getting a well, septic, and utilities with these properties, right? So this one looks like a very nice stone exterior. We have a covered entry, covered porch, and we do have a carport. Nice, $59,000. And this one is in Jasper, Alabama, in Walker County. And in Walker County, we have a population of 65,000 people, and the property tax rate's 0.31%. And your median home values are around $232,000. So there's your outbuilding and your run-in for your animals. If you want to have some small animals, have a little hobby farm, here you go in Jasper, Alabama. $59,000. So it looks like it has vinyl siding. That may be a storm shelter there. Very nice. Looks like it does have AC. You can go check these properties out in person. As always, the listing agent and the addresses for these properties are found in the description box below every video. And of course, you can always opt for a home inspection if you like. And this house is $59,000, and there's your kitchen. Nice. Looks like it may have vinyl or laminate or vinyl flooring. And when you get in there, you get the lay of the land, right? You go check it out in person, get the vibe, see how it is inside and out. But this one looks very nice. $59,000 house in Jasper, Alabama. There's your beautiful brick fireplace. Here's your full bathroom. Looks like a single shower. Updated vanity and sink and faucet. And this is Walker County. Yeah, that's very nice. Somebody go check that out and leave us a comment. Walker County, Alabama, and that one's in Jasper for $59,000, sitting on 2 acres of land, 620 Green Road. And this is where we are on the map. There's your parcel. So we are near the Walker County Airport. You have a few amenities nearby, including the Musgrove Country Club. When you want to go get fancy, you do have a Dunkin' General Merchandise nearby and an Odom's Grocery to the north. So we are east of Saragossa, and we are west of Manchester, Alabama, right here. Not too far off of Highway 22 in Walker County. And we have Birmingham down here to the southeast, and we have Huntsville up to the south, or northeast, pardon me. And then we have Florence and Muscle Shoals up to the northwest. Sweet find right there. And here's your satellite view of the 2 acres, $59,000 for a house all your own. Why not go check it out? And there you have it. Nice. That's a great find for one of you out there. 620 Green Road, and the listing states here, been on the market 29 days, built in 1965. Open floor plan to the kitchen living room, has a storm pit and a workshop in the backyard, fireplace in the living area, wood walls and ceilings. Nice. And it was sold for $111,000 back in 2000 or in May of 2025. So the house is 61 years old and there's no tax history, and you can call Walker County Clerk's Office for accurate tax detail. Sweet find right there, $59,000 with 2 acres of land. And if you want more land, my suggestion is do a little research, but you can ask the listing agent if there's more land available that the seller has, and if they're ready to part with it later on, you can have first right of refusal put on your sales agreement. Just an FYI. Look at this. Wow, that's very pretty. Woo, country roads, sweet home Alabama right here, you guys. Look at this find. 2 acres of land. There's no one right on top of you. That is very nice. And it has a metal roof. Look at that sweet find. Nice. 620 Green Road. And that is Jasper, Alabama, 35503. Nice. Now we're going to head into Quinton, Alabama. This one's $84,900. Looks like a really nice find also. 3.7 acres of land. States there's 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. However, it looks to me you could maybe get a little crafty with this one. and it's at 4940 Freewill Road in Quinton, Alabama, 35130. It's only been on the market 4 days, hot off the listing press, built in 1940. Let's check it out. Sweet. A metal roof, screen porch. Oh my. How pretty is this, you guys? How pretty is this? Nice. 84.9. And this one, again, is in Walker County. So it's not far from the previous listing. So this one has a lower garage and a carport, paved driveway. So again, your median home values are around $232,000. And they're asking $84.9 for this with 3.7 acres of land. Look at this. Who wants to move to Sweet Home, Alabama? You can listen to some Leonard Skinner while you're traveling down the road to your new home. Have some gatherings in the side yard. Look at this beautiful place. I'll come to Alabama, you guys. I love the heat. I like Alabama too. It's a very sweet area. Lots of opportunities there. Look at our beautiful screen porch. Wow, this is fine. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of these finds today, whether you want to move to Alabama or not. Do you think the prices are fair from what we're looking at here? But just go get the lay of the land and go check them out. So here we're moving inside. We have a fancy chandelier. Nice big window there in the front. So we're getting some wallpaper, but we know that can be removed if you don't want it on your walls. You can roll up that remnant. Start all new, right? This looks very nice. You may get lucky and find hardwood floor beneath that carpet. You never know. This looks very nice. And this is Quinton, Alabama in Walker County. $84.9 asking price. And remember, properties are placed on the market to be sold, right? So you can always make offers. You can find out how long they've been vacant and unoccupied because in my opinion, houses do not increase in value when they're not occupied. When someone has not been living there for a while, the price does not go up in value. So we do see a wall oven. We see 2 windows above your double sink with a 2-door refrigerator, and it looks like the counter continues to the right beyond that refrigerator. Yeah, this has possibilities, you guys. I love a wall oven. It's very nice. You've got cabinets right there on the left. Visualize this without wallpaper and a fresh coat of paint. Maybe you want to modernize the cabinet hardware a little bit. Remove the carpet. Just visualize what this will look like with your modern touches. Yeah, this has possibilities. Love this. 3.7 acres too. Nice. Walker County. So this looks like it could possibly work as a bedroom, unless that is the bedroom. Because it states it only has one. So there's your garage. There's your full bathroom. That looks a good size. Nice elongated counter. 4 cabinets down below. You have a nice long mirror to help you, look at yourself as you get ready. Get ready. Go meet up with some friends in Quinton, Alabama. There's your outbuilding. Yeah, you could do a lot with this. That's a sweet find right there, if I do say so myself. Sweet. 4940 Freewill Road. Freebird. Okay, so Quinton, Alabama. Here we are. There's your parcel. Look at that. You have a DG nearby, if that's of comfort to you. You're right off of 22, not far from the previous house. We have Reed's Ferry Campground nearby, so we're south of Yorkwood and Wyatt, and we are north of Williamsburg, Alabama. You have Mountain View Golf Course over here, right off of Highway 22. So there again, if you want to go hit some balls and play a round of golf, 9 or 18, it's all up to you, right? So Birmingham is down here to the southeast. Very fine. 4940 Freewill Road. And I'm not sure why it's not getting me a satellite view here. But it is not. But that is your parcel right there. I don't know why it's not giving me satellite view. But you can take a look at that on your own. Been on the market 4 days. Built in 1940. And it says here, 1 bedroom, 1 bath with living room, family room, dining room, eating, kitchen, and sunroom. It also has a flex room that could potentially be used as a bedroom by adding a closet. You have a screen porch, a basement, and detached storage building. And the home sits on approximately 3.7 acres. It's a great starter right there. And on a history on this one, for the history, it was sold for $68,000 back in 2001. They listed it in March for $129,900. Then they decreased it. Now they've and removed it. Now they're asking $84,900, and the house is 86 years old. And on an assessment of $14,300, shows the taxes at $716. And again, that's Walker County. You can call the Walker County Clerk's Office for accurate tax detail. And here's our street view. Wow, look at how pretty this is. Very nice. So you do have some neighbors with this location, but it looks like a little country road. Freewill Road. That's very nice. So you do have neighbors if that's of comfort to you. You could always grow more shrubbery for some privatization. That has 3.7 acres, however. That looks very fine. And that's 4940 Freewill Road in Quinton, Alabama. $84,900 for that one. Not a bad find. And now for the one you may have been waiting for. This one is in Altoona, Alabama, sitting on 5 acres of land for $107,000. And this one is situated at 2001 Gaines Road, Altoona, Alabama, 35952. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with 1,800 square feet of living space and 5 acres of land. Look at this pretty little place. Wow. Very nice stonework along the front on the bottom of your porches. Very pretty. Dual fans on your covered porch. This is very rustic. And this is Altoona, Alabama and Etowah County, where the population is 103,000 people and your property tax rate's 0.36 to 0.40%, and your median home values are coming in around $270,000. And they're asking $107,000 for this. There's your carport. Very nice. Look at this property. You're going to have a wide array of wildlife roaming through here. 5 acres of land. Etowah County, Alabama. Green metal roof. And here we have a beautiful fireplace. And there's a view of the staircase going to your next level. Hardwood flooring. And here's your kitchen. Wow, that's a lot of cabinets, isn't it? So you have a white 2-basin sink with a window, pass-through window right above it, which is very nice. This house does have a dishwasher, 2-tiered countertop. Now for me, I would remove that overhead microwave and the cabinet above it, and I would put a really nice exhaust fan in there with a beautiful range. It's very nice. Looks like you could move right in there. So there's your enclosed porch, and there's that pass-through window from the kitchen. Beautiful flooring. Any of you go check this out, or if you have, leave us a comment, please. This is a very nice find on 5 acres in Altoona, Alabama. So these could be bedrooms, and here's the bathroom with a single shower, nice window above your commode, ceramic tile flooring. So whether you want 2 acres, 3.7, or 5, today's episode may suit your needs, right? These houses in today's episode, go check them out. So there's your tub and shower combination. Vinyl flooring in this bathroom. Not a bad vanity and sink. There's another view of your staircase. Beautiful wood ceiling. There's your laundry room. Nice. Here could be one of the other bedrooms, maybe a home office if you work from home. Wow, look at this Quonset hut. Sweet. That looks very fine, doesn't it? It looks like it's hooked up to, it's connected to electricity. Looks like it does have a block exterior along with your overhead door, concrete floor. Wow, that's nice. 5 acres of land, the Quonset hut. Wow. 1,800 square foot house. And there is your parcel. Wow, that's a great find for one of you out there. Check it out. And this is at 2001 Gaines Road, Altoona, Alabama. And that's Etowah County. Wow. And let's see, it's been on the market only 7 days. Here we are on the map. There's your parcel. Let's look at the satellite view real quick. There you have it. So it looks like this parcel is on both sides of the road. Whippoorwill Creek, it states. Wow, look at that, you guys. Beautiful find right here. We've got Walnut Grove over to our east along with the DG, and then we have Winville over to our west along with Riverside, and a Whippoorwill golf course is also nearby. Very nice. And you're not far off of Highway 56, I think that says. And yeah, and 65's over here to the west. Very nice find. 2001 Gaines Road, 5 acres of land. And it states here, seller makes no representations or warranties as to the property's condition. It's being sold as is. However, you never know. It could qualify for a rural agricultural loan. You can check that out. It's an equal housing opportunity. Seller may contribute up to 3% of the buyer's closing costs, which may save you thousands of dollars. So go check this one out. And on the history, however, it's a kind of lengthy. I don't know what's going on with this. It's a long history, starting way back when in the 700,000 range and up back in 2010, 2009, it was 250. So a long range of history. Not sure what's going on with it. But again, you can always call Etowah County Clerk's Office for accurate tax detail. You can talk to the listing agent. But if it's been vacant for a long while, maybe that's why it's placed back on the market again. But it's 35 years old. Nonetheless, go check it out on 5 acres in, built in 1991 is what I was trying to say. Altoona, Alabama. I keep thinking of Altoona, Pennsylvania, but it's not. It's Altoona, Alabama. 107,000, 5 acres. It's a sweet find for one of you out there. And if you want 3.7, this one's in Quinton, Alabama, another really nice ranch. And then we have this one in Jasper, Alabama, another ranch on 2 acres for 59,000. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at Jasper, Alabama to see the recent sold. So if they're asking 59,000 for the one we viewed, this one sold for 175,000 with not quite a half an acre. Some of these don't show the prices. Another one sold for 269,000 on a half an acre. Another recent sold was 399,000 on 1.2 acres. And this is Jasper, Alabama. This one sold for 284,900 on a half an acre. And there's a few more that do not show the price. But that kind of gives you a feel of what has been selling and the amounts. And that's in Jasper, Alabama. And again, they're asking 59,000 for this listing here. And then in Quinton, Alabama, we are looking at solds that are, let's see here. This one sold with 2 acres for 98,500 and a single family and a single mobile home on the property. This one sold for 295,000 on not quite a half an acre. This little ranch sold for 215 on not quite half an acre. This house sold, which I think I showed this one. This one sold for 35,000 on 1.68 acres. That was just recently. 35,000, that's a good little buy. And yeah, I think that's it for Quinton, Alabama. And then for this one here in Altoona, on the 5 acres they're asking 107 for. Altoona recent solds show 329,900 on 13.5 acres, 339,000 on 20 acres, 189,900 on a little more than 3/4 of an acre, 329 on 1.4 acres, 269,900 on 2.55 acres. A detached 2-car pole building sold for 69,900 on 1 acre lot. This house sold for 240 on a little more than 3/4 of an acre. This one sold for 699,000 on 36 acres. And this one sold for 219 on 3.2 acres. And that is Altoona, Alabama. So I would say that if you're looking at this one for 107, or if you're looking at that one for 84,900, or this one for 59,000, I'd say you've got some good return on your investment going on. Have a great weekend, everybody. It's always great to be with everybody. Stay safe and stay tuned because more houses with low price and high potential are coming up. Have a great week. Cheers.